Hello, world champions. As we've recently examined the redemptive murder spree of a one Jordan B. Peterson in, on, and around the submissive vaginal fjords of Greater Scandinavia, it is only appropriate that we utilize the holiday media cycle doldrums to examine a stunning achievement of the exact opposite of redemption by a one Talib Kweli. If the name Talib Kweli sounds familiar, it's because you've seen Top 10 Don Lemon Fails Part 1. During the riots in Ferguson, Missouri over Hands Up Don't Shoot, which turned out to be a 100% made-up lie by the mainstream media, CNN's then only mildly famous for his ineptitude, Don Lemon was well into the journalistic work that would go on to win him the award for 2014's Worst Journalist of the Year. Somewhere in the middle of said miscarriage of professionalism and general human intelligence, soon-to-be Worst Journalist of the Year Don Lemon, soon-to-be Worst Journalist of the Year, ran into rapper Talib Kweli, who turned out to be maybe the one person on the face of the planet who could out Don Lemon, Don Lemon.
The first thing in the story it says is police chase down men.
Well,
let me finish my point.
But that's not what happened where you were. But
I was there right there with the article, the situation he was talking about, I was right there. That's what happened.
But that's not what happened where you were.
That's exactly what happened.
I'm going to let you finish your point.
No, you're not, because you're talking.
Yes, I am. I'm going to let you finish your point.
No, let me finish my point before you talk.
Okay, let me finish my point
before you talk.
I want to address something you said.
Can I finish my point? We don't have to have an interview if I can't talk.
While I enjoy the spectacle of a C-list rapper stuffing the wet mouth farts that are Don Lemonisms back up the mouth ass from whence they came as much as the next person, it should have gone without saying that the downside of these types of personalities is that they have a tendency to latch onto, accrue, and subsequently base their worldviews on preposterously wrong fantasy narratives from the liberal fanfiction publishing powerhouse otherwise known as the Democrat Party. Hopping on the tarred wagon that he has yet to realize comes with a free set of slave dog tags, Talib Kweli took a stab at the Mexico border wall issue with a powerful, yes that's sarcasm, Twitter message with regards to European history. In an exchange with what appears to be just some random guy named Jeff who wrote, quote, "To use an example that you'll relate to, if Germany was to the south of us and there were Nazis still living in Germany, I'm sure there probably are, would you still feel a border wall was racist? Or would you want one erected so they can't sneak in without clearance?" Upon hearing this argument, rapper Talib Kweli found it necessary to unleash the full spectrum of his Marshall Mathers finishing school for black people who want to serve white liberal master's PhD by dropping some hot knowledge on the geopolitics of World War II. Quote, "So, Jeff, you're unaware of the fact that Nazi Germany had a wall called the Berlin Wall that was torn down in 1991 in order to foster humanity and diversity? Walls didn't work for Nazis, so why build them here? Build bridges, not walls, Nazi lover." Notwithstanding the who gives a shit, they're just facts that Nazi Germany ended on May 8, 1945, nearly 20 years before the 1961 construction of the Berlin Wall, that it was built by the communists of East Germany, a self-described socialist workers and peasant state, gee that sounds familiar, to imprison its citizens, that as a wall prohibiting free travel it actually worked exceptionally well, and that of its many official teardown dates and date ranges, none of them are 1991, we must commend the man who makes similar sounding noises over repetitive bangs for a living on at least taking a shot at considering a historical context wider than a nanosecond while at the same time not mentioning Justin Bieber. As for the bad luck of authoring a tweet that could only be more entirely wrong if it mentioned Michelle Obama with a female pronoun, well, if all the world's a stage and all the men and women merely players, wait a minute, did Shakespeare just assume my gender? Fucking somebody has to play the self-serving traitor, and if a black guy who markets himself as a savior of minorities wants to be the white guy who betrays the entire black race, I am at heart a libertarian, so as you like it. But Talib Kweli's story, which if the world were a decent place would have ended with a quick embarrassed apology and retraction, was just getting started. The following morning, a one Jerry Dunleavy woke up to find Santa had made an early visit and the present in question was the holy shit this is real life all-night meltdown of Talib Kweli as he, for some impossible to discern reason, decided that this one issue, the easily verifiable history of the Berlin Wall, was where he was going to make his bizarre intellectual stand against reason and reality. Drawing heavily from the rock-solid if that rock is talc information of Wikipedia, no I am not kidding, Kweli tweeted, apparently in his own defense he thought, a link to Wikipedia's description of the Berlin Wall, which completely contradicts everything he just said. At this point, the rapper, smoking from his damaged tail section like the gay lover of the Lost Island monster, fired off one of the most gloriously inaccurate phrases ever written. Quote, East Germans built a wall to keep out fascist Nazi West Germans. That wall didn't work out well for humanity. The point of this conversation is that a nationalist wants Trump to build a wall. I do not. Stop trying to show us how clever you are and pick a side. And once we all sided with Dunleavy, we got the even more incredible, quote, that wall was built to keep Nazis out, it didn't work out well for humanity, where's the lie? Well, I mean, here's one. Oh, and hey, look. Better luck next time. That's it for today. If you enjoyed this content, please like, share, and subscribe, and if you'd like to see more of it, consider supporting this channel on Subscribestar through one-time PayPal donations or by purchasing a shirt or song. I'm John Ward, and until next time, remember, you're a world champion. Don't let your memes be dreams.
Is that Ruth Bader Ginsburg or is it Darth Vader's intern? Something seems sinister since WikiLeaks minding, but fuck the internet, I ain't tired of winning. I'm down to spend a good minute chilling with Minutemen and women, putting Dems in a prison. Is that Ruth Bader Ginsburg or is it Lucifer's sister? Something's amiss when the skin on your face say fuck it, I quit. You know I ain't tired of winning. I'm down to spend a good minute chilling with prison staff, laughing.